Jumapili ngiya yetarikinye cy'umutinyo gatano na gatatu mwaka w'ibibere na mirongo ibere no mwancu murigere ngwege nari turi aho ndigenderete ko bari toyera rukegima na mono no genderete ko yagokya asoko bwatemero birions ya Ndizi TV nabwo obwansu bwo Gusii yarani gori asereri turi akane cinga kyaba waziri abachore inse ya serikali ya umra wense Dr. William Samuel Ruto abagenderete kune kiwane kamati yebunge eliyo kulirere gosemba ikiranete amagani yali aganire gucye gutenera chiwizara au aseri turi rero asanjoho yochorokobe ase wizara ya mining na boyo Dr. Alfred Mtua yochorwa koba ase wizara ya leba babere bagwikirana bosyo bwe komite yo yebunge na neritko boyo gose iki cyogo cya kwene kya chigosori agosama merano ye chigosori chekuru che secondary me yense ya Kenya ngima hayo ko ariganiwa iyo chigosori chikwariganiwa IMEYIA County ya Kisii ase omuyega gosama arigania bere kawe kirana bena se chigosori chiyo kirabe chigo chakatoro chiskuru nigo chikendereta gwikirana haiga IMEYIA County ya Kisii mwancho muriendo cyuko bwatire muno gukumanya naki amangana rabega okorekana sebiti au ase chigosori chiyo kirabe chikogosorerwa agati abegasi geti ya Gusii Stadium ya skuru ya bamura ya Cardinal Otunga skuru ya bamura ya Kisii skuru gati ya CHINSA mo chinde chinyinge chigakibona bamenyikora se county ya Kisii bagendereta kubori wakwene kyabuna nkubeka bare omurembe chinga kechiga cyaragire CHINSA ISANO nebere cyabona mubaso chinga kingo kwariganya SMS ya AMAYIA eriyo nkomanye buna naraya na kwariganire asenchera ere yogwenge ere triane EVERLYNE OSERO uri tokubwatira na se ogasoko ine kya chibicaniro gichago ikere nigakoro kwa Kevin Mogambi. Asensemo ya Facebook nabo kugendera otunyarwetera Ndizi TV News Digital asensemo ya YouTube otunyarwetera Ndizi TV News nabo igase website yeto nabo gusanga mu nintwetera www.ndizitv.net eriyo togendere gusanga asobwemo kuko ari antu cyake AMAYIA y'CHINSA ISANO nebirasenchera ere yobwinge kurase county ya Nyamira awase amateyemo kurase kinyoro kia Sierra 1 yaberekewe sokya na gusaba obokonyi kurase abasamaria bayana bigabarayi eriyo kuba konya kurusyo mwana bumuchokoro ase enkendo koreganane amateyega muchokoro yoni gabaka gusiria obugima bwaye meyo mucho Nairobi ase enkendo gosase nyegetari ya Kenyatta magaga yokonyora umubasukano bw'umurero ase retwe kase nyegetari yo kero agendrete konyora obugwenya korendaga bakagusiria obugima bwaye nigo bono babere bakorera oko bainse kwe amateyo asbatere na nigo batabwati incherende akorende baruro kuboria gucyasa abantu kubakonya ere bakorusi mubiro yo sengendu na koyoenia
unachari yalengerero mwana bagita akaba igajia tukamwira Kenyatta akabarora wiki mwaro ye ubwaye bugasira kera bugasira bono karotiga ngo bando siria sawa bakanusejire 165 kuna akore wiki kana chiko chekyo kanyochekire 280 ona nje kusaba kiso njetindi ko inyara noro mwako mito nere na ruarte keka bono njetikata no mugera mama tayo kengeje gwekendo muchyo
twachire korigiana iga ya toborire bono obakonyi etogosaba korwa somonene onde bwanse igura serie uyeri aigwa masabaito una nyasa turamborero koboko koiga oyo orato nyasa ento mwira ningambia
mucho koro ya asiriro Kenyatta abo Kenyatta na ikororo nanje no nkurwarigwa lakini abakongura no bonana gake abasani nabairi bakonye kiriyo bwate karwe ake pili ya chirare muna mwaigwa nanye nkende nyomba nkeyo machenge ya kwenda rituko ta konyora musukuira na barara igo akino muna bwatanganiga
bana batono gochano konene oyo sireire mu murominto sire no mwana oyo oyo ratake gotokonya se mpesa se namba yesimi nere yega 07 46 66 00 72 elieta koleta mara nyanga
Mwanchi omurigereri bono eyo ne amate ebwate oburemeru kegima tebyo musani eriyo babe bagokonywa asokurusia agusubakana ebilia nyagitari na korusia boigo mubero ya sengendu na koroberia ase okomwenya togoska bosioni goria swari tkoryakane asomurobero bwo kuba unenkia abawaziri abachora baba bachora n'umurabense Dr. William Samuel Ruto eriyo chigotirira chiwizara au ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza murobero korawa ne kamati ye bunkenene aseritkoria rero yo kabero mugabana we county ya Mombasa aboigo omokonyi bumura ya sekyama kya ODM Alasan Joho nigaba wikirana iro kwiranirya amaborio igoro bunarachie korwa obokoreri ase wizara ya madini gose wizara ya mining John gateba buna okurwania obunereria naboigo obokurumi na sensemo ya mining na kyarachie ko ari bagari tangani egatia yandamange iro kwene kya bunango kiraniare obokoreri borobya ase wizara yo.
We need to quickly relook into our policy, Mr. Speaker. We can't as a country. And this explains why mining GDP's contribution is under 1%. It can't continue like this. It can't continue. And Honorable Naisula, you're very right. If you thought you saw cartels, I've come to learn within this short period of time that I've been nominated, there are greater cartels in the mining industry. And Mr. Speaker, if you approve me, that is where I begin. Remove the cartels, remove the brokers. Mining industry in Kenya cannot be a market of speculators. Mr. Speaker, I've also learned that before someone hits the ground, you'll find instances where a company has exchanged hands more than 10 times. Someone has gone, applied for a license, given a license, sold it to the speaker, then sold it to Naisula, then sold it to Owen, then sold it to some farm in Canada, that one sells to China. All that time that they're speculating and gaining profits, the Kenyan people are losing. They are losing. It's only that and this is a task I'm going to take, because it looks like Kenyan population really do not have an idea of what geological minerals may be in the country. They must get involved, and I'll take it upon me to ensure they get involved. So I identify completely with your sentiments, Honorable Naisula, and this is an urgent matter that must be discussed and be realigned in a manner that works and defeats those cartels.
Dr. Alfred Mutua uyo kabeiro mugavana we county ya Machakos boigomo waziri wizara serikali ya Kenya kwanza nigonera boigaba kagukwanira enchirara chikubeka obwamatebwo koenekia okwiwana kwobokoreri bwa Kenya chinga kyarasoe ase wizara ya leba nigabage kwa irusanania anengana yo kunereriwa kwa bamenyi be county ya Wasingishu ababete bakorwa chibese rinda bana babo bachieko koremirimo ase CHINSA chisco egento getanya gwikiraniwa na otana chinga kyarabega gosose wizare yo na chikwende kyobekire mirobere mekirano yokorera na kiroyo muyobeta wakana chibese chae oberega konyora obosi bure gosobaine bwaye mtuwa boigo nigabaga kwene kyanigarachi kora gose kwene kyobokoreri obuya bwabere bokwene kwemense ya Kenya nenase abakori mirimo be serikali na otana chinga ki serikali rabege kora lyamabaga yimirimo nigo baguche kwene kyabuna bare ase AMAYIA internship babere bakwenyorera libagari tangani ase chinsemo imeye serikali.
One of the things that I want to do in terms of labor migration is ensure that we have agreements. The challenge we have is that people, when they go outside this country, they go as by themselves. And at times they get abused and they don't get the right rates that they should. This is because of bilateral labor agreements. We have only signed 4, which were signed even before this government got into place. And we have another pending 16, 17. My move is to get close to 30, if not 50 bilateral labor agreements by going through the hoops. I have been able to do a bit of research, and the problem is the bureaucracy that we have within our government system. By working with my colleagues, and I'll bring it up to cabinet if appointed, if passed the vetting by this house, is to ensure that we break the bureaucracy so that we can move faster in terms of processing bilateral labor agreements so that we can be able to get into that. Now, when it comes to the issues that you mentioned of a lady called Judith, I tend to remember that we had a function at KICC where we had different stands, and the stand of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora was next to the stand of Ministry of Labor. And I'd never met this lady in my life, but she was the one who was showcasing what the Ministry of Labor, I was not the minister then, was showcasing the program that they had of what was happening. And when the president came, we were told to combine the two issues of labor because of diaspora at that time. And I was there with my PS and others, so I was introducing the president to the people who are presenting. And if you watch the clip,
Togotikana nayo nigo omonene bwaba waziri ibegoro mu waziri wa mwana y'CHINSA cha isiko Musalia Mudavadi nigaberega ko ganimero beremekera nuko bekwa asebya mabyonse bire inse yobo mu bwa Kenya kwanza irwikirania obokorera burubya uko nakinga kecho Mudavadi nigo aganire abarayi boigo kumosiro murayi bwense asobuya bwense n'abakenya bonsi ase obwagare.
Tulipoanza haya maneno ya maja, mnakumbuka nilikuwa nikisema tuko kwa coalition, na hiyo coalition ina mawe tatu. Waanzilishi wa coalition walikuwa UDA, ANC na Ford Kenya. Na nikasema tukikaribia 2027 mazingara ya siasa ambayo yalikuweko 2022 yatakuwa yamebadilika tukifika 2027. Na sasa hata hatujafika 2027. Septemba ndio tunamaliza miaka miwili ya serikali hii. Haya mazingira yamebadilika tayari. Yamebadilika. It is not going to be the same. It is different. Kwa hivyo ni lazima tujipange tukiangalia tunaenda wapi kule mbele, because in 2027 the negotiating arrangement is different. It is not the same. It is different. That is how I want to really appeal to you as leaders as we go.
Ngakecho nigo abarayi bagabwatani korase kyama National Congress ANC babeire bakoenekya okobwatana na kwabonekya makya United Democratic Alliance UDA asekerenga yokobwatuka obokorera burubuya bwokoreta obomo naboigo omurembe imeyense ya Kenya nigo balirira yo kumbwatyo murayibense Dr. William Samuel Ruto asoguskia ense ya Kenya bosyo na goteba bunanige kyama kya ANC getabwati bobonde bonsi bwokugania koreta
We are moving forward with the merger plans and arrangements between the ANC party and the UDA party. And today was a session for us just to team build and build ownership moving forward, which we have done, and unanimously we have agreed that's the direction we shall take. Moving forward, we shall be looking forward to meet the ANC team so that we can expedite that arrangement and we work as one party for the sake of Kenyans' unity and the strength of government.
Kwa upande wetu, ile shughuli ya kikatiba na sheria zetu za chama tumetimiza, na sasa iliyobaki ni sisi kuwa na kongamano na wenzetu wa chama cha UDA kuwe na makubaliano ya vile tutaungana. Na sisi hakuna mtu amelazimishwa kuunga chama hichi ama kile. Tumekubaliana wenyewe kuwa tushikane ili tumsaidie na rais wetu katika kuendesha serikali yake na kutuletea maendeleo katika nchi yetu.
We are proud to merge with the UDA, and the way we've been working as women of the ANC women movement, we want to steer this coming party, immediately we merge, we stay to the next level so that His Excellency William Samoei Ruto can take
Tinga kia mabori agenderete gutigara ase abakenya bonsi bina ningorachie koira ribagari ayo muraibu kiama oburaibu obumobwazi miola mmoja wa Kenya Raila Amolo Odinga ekirago chia korigie kwerigeria ribaga ase kirugo kyo bomobwechi byonya kiruga se obomobwechinse nigobono mugavana bwe county ya Siaya James Orengo habereka wesokia na wasiokia abuna teramanyekana ningorachie koira ribagerio Orengo nigateire buna buraibu nde bwonsi mense ya Kenya korengana ne katiba korengana ria katiba ni goba gochia korigereria orio bwate obumanyi bwisaine nabo igo chinguru chio gotenera obomubo bwa Azimio la Umoja wa Kenya.
One must always remember that within the coalition, ODM is by far the largest party. It has got the largest stake within the opposition coalition, within the National Assembly and the Senate. Now, if you look at the rules of the National Assembly, the standing orders, and those of the Senate, nomination in terms of seats on both sides of the House depends on the size of the political party. So within the coalition, whether in Kenya Kwanza or in Azimio, the same rules apply, as lawyers will say, mutatis mutandis. What is applied within the National Assembly and the Senate prevail upon the manner in which individual members of parties which belong to a coalition are given seats within the coalition. For example, we have also got members of the Azimio who are not parliamentary parties. Obviously, they cannot be given a slot within the leadership of the coalition, that is Azimio coalition, within Parliament. I think it's subject to discussion, but it must reflect the strengths of the political parties. And that is not only in the standing orders, it is in the Azimio instruments that brought the parties together. Azimio, if it is not distracted, or if it does not collapse, they have to sit together. I know Raila is the party leader of Azimio, but the chairman of the council is Uhuru Kenyatta. With the membership from various political parties, they'll have to sit down and make that determination.
Mancho Maria ina kwariganiretia semesema ya CHINSA ISANO nebira senchira yubenga ya mana enda mangini tumira nechi koraga CHINSA ikomiyeri ngumanya senchira ere yubenge gendra kubwatimiro biriansi ya Ndizi TV asensemo ya Facebook kwetera Ndizi TV News Digital asensemo ya YouTube Ndizi TV News na baigase website yetu wetera www.ndizitv.net eri togendere gusanga asobwamo eretrane EVERLYNE Kevin Mogambi na rane kyachipicha nero gicha wikeira senchira ya bene kukanderia oburigereri borobya semirobere kubwatya.
Ndizi TV Ubwansu Gusii Kwikira bono ayebunu mwagachi kwa manyire duka okogenda kujya ibintu byose biri gukorera imirimo yawo Osmo Traders Limited